I am done talking about manifestation. I'm done with creating manifestation content, done with trying to, I'm not even trying to do it, but I'm done with putting a message into the world that makes people think that they can have something for nothing. That's not how things work. And the reason I'm making this video and letting this be known is because I know the initial spark that allowed me to get some attention on YouTube had to do with manifestation, sort of. And I'll tell you this. I believe in manifestation, but not in all this other nonsense that you see online where people have now gone so far down the rabbit hole that they're doing quantum planetary, astrological, vegan, shadow, chosen, self, aligned frequency meditation manifestation, and then wondering why they're still broke. Why didn't it work? Oh, this was the newest technique. That's not what manifestation is, okay? Manifestation is taking idea or theory into reality. It's that simple. You have an idea for something. What do you actually do to bring it into reality? It's not the law of attraction and the law of assumption and the law of all these laws where you think these people made a law textbook. The only law that matters if you want to earn money, because I help people earn money, my highest value is business. I want to help people build businesses. I want to help people take the knowledge in their head and build education businesses, information businesses, service-based businesses, these sorts of things online. That's what I help people do. That's my highest value, business. And if you want to earn money through business, you're going to need to do something. So the only law you need to concern yourself with is the law of action. The law of action. If you want to get fit, yeah, sure, first you might have to think about getting fit, sure. But sitting there thinking about getting fit is not going to pick up the weight. You have to go to the gym, pick up the weight, do your sets, do your reps, lift heavier over time, and you will become stronger and you'll have more muscles because you did something. The reason why so many people are so attracted to this manifestation of getting something for nothing by just sitting in your head and thinking about becoming rich is because of sales. I teach sales. Sold a lot of things. I've had sales jobs. I've made a lot of money online. I've sold things, right? If you want to sell something, you need to make it big, easy, new, and safe. If people feel that, they'll buy it. So with manifestation, it's big. You're promised whatever it is you want. If you just think it properly, you're promised whatever it is you want. That sounds very fantastical. Any fantasy will always be met with reality. Any fantasy will also create a tremendous amount of fear. That's the balancing vector of fantasy. But anyways, manifestation gives you this big promise, or at least the manifestation content out there gives you this big promise of whatever you want. Next is easy. It's super easy. Just sit in your house, think about it, saturate your mind with the idea of it, and you'll get it. And so many people use this towards getting money. And it doesn't work for them because that's not how money operates, okay? Just like the universe has laws, money is something in the universe that has rules, okay? If you want to get money, you're going to be solving someone's problem. Even if you were a kid and your parents gave you some money, okay? You're solving a problem for your parents. They want to see you happy, or they want to see you in a better state, and giving you some money puts you in a better state, possibly. And it would pain them for you to not be in a better state. So they gave you some money for no reason. No, you solve some pain for them. That's how money is exchanged, by solving other people's problems. And one of the biggest problems I have with the manifestation niche is that it creates selfish people. Selfish people don't get paid. The selfish people who do get paid become scammers. They all get outed as scammers because they never wanted to help other people. They only wanted to help themselves. And if all you want to do is think about you and how you feel and your problems and only you, you're going to find it very hard to make money. Money comes to people who help other people. So they make you think it's easy to just sit in your house and do nothing and get rich. All I know is when I look at my life, okay, in the stretch of 2021 to 2023, I took massive action from being broke on a basement floor, sick, drinking all the time at my studio job, drinking every single day, damn near, coming home, sitting and meditating and wanting my life to be better and doing whatever I was doing, writing affirmations in the snow and whatever else I was doing, did not change my life. What changed my life is when I got fed up and said, I am done with this. Okay, somebody almost took my life in the studio. All right, I have a story about that on my channel. Someone almost took my life in the studio. And after that, I was like, I am done. I need to change my life. I need to be able to say no to what I don't want to say, to what I don't want to do, and yes to what I do want to do. And I need to change my life, and I need to change it now. So what did I do? I took massive action to change my life. Despite what people thought. I made a lot of money in a very taboo business, okay? I managed adult content creators. That's what I did. That's how I made money. And I'm very honest about it. Unlike a lot of the other people on here telling you about manifestation who have made their money through criminal enterprises, through crypto, through fraud, through all sorts of things. Because there's things I know that you might not be privy to, okay? They made their money in all this stuff. And then they come online and tell you to manifest money. They're not being very genuine about how they came into money. Okay? It's a total different story. I just try and do my best to be as transparent as possible about how I got paid. Okay? And I took that knowledge and I was able to teach it to over 100 people, and I made hundreds of thousands of dollars from teaching that. But then somebody came to me, asked me about hiring staff, because I knew how to hire staff through the adult business. They came to me, asked me about hiring virtual assistants. I taught them what I did for free. And his company moved him from a 5-figure position to a 6-figure position. And in that moment, once I heard that, it changed my life. I said, well, maybe what if what I learned over here could help people in other businesses? So I tested it. So when I built my Next Realm program, I took 10 people for free and saw if I could get them results online selling what was in their head. And I did. So that's what I do now. And here's the thing about my students. The students who win are the students who actually take action. The students who go through what we do, go through what I teach, and then actually make something happen by taking massive action. I have a student, his first sale was $1,250. It took him a little bit of time to get there because he had to put in some work. His next sale, $2,500. After that, $4,500. After that, $6,000. They're running an event now, they'll probably make 5 figures out of it. Action every single time. He told me himself, every time he had a breakthrough in terms of making those bigger sales was because he took massive action. It came on the back of massive action. Pause, that sounded a little weird. But yeah, I don't want to be one of those people who makes you think that you don't have to do anything to change your life. It really bothers me, man, when I run into people who have essentially entered a state of psychosis and have ruined their lives because they've fallen down this trench of manifestation garbage. Like I said before, I believe in this stuff, but in a very practical way, taking an idea and theory into reality. And then they watch all these people who are getting rich, but they don't critically think about how these people are getting rich and what are they doing. They don't critically think. I saw someone the other day. He's in the niche. And I don't really have bad things to say about this guy. It's just very interesting to me. He got a brand new supercar the other day, right? And he said, I manifested this car. Okay. He creates content online. He has a massive brand through tons of videos. He has massive amount of subscribers, massive amount of followership. He created a business. He sells things. He trains people and coaches people, made a lot of money, and bought a supercar. And then goes online and says he manifested it. That's very misleading, guys. To me, at least. It's very misleading. He put a message into the world, ran a business by solving people's problems, and bought an expensive vehicle. Good for him. Fantastic. But I want you to look at what people do and not what they say. Please, whenever you start watching these people, just ask yourself, what do they do? Why is their life the way it is? What do they do? Not what they say. Anyone can talk. Everyone can talk. Not everyone, but people can talk. People can come online and say whatever the hell they want to say, which is why so many people are scammers out here online and they get exposed constantly. Anyone can say anything. What do people do? That is a clear indication of their mind. That is a clear indication of their values. That is a clear indication of a strategy you can implement to change your life. It just strikes very near and dear to my heart, because I know what it's like. I actually do know what it's like. When I was broke, I tried everything. Spiritual wise, quote unquote spiritual. So much things. Read so much books. Watched so many mentors. So much. But that's not what caused a change. What caused a change was actually doing something. And the sooner you do something is the sooner you figure out what works. The sooner you make your mistakes and make your improvements. The sooner you actually make something happen. But so many people simply can't take action. They say about 5% of the population is action-oriented. It's actually some data from NASA that they utilize to discover people's personalities who needed to be on space voyages together. You need to figure out how people's personalities mesh. So only about 5% of the population is action-oriented. The rest of the population is emotion-oriented. Most of the population is emotion-oriented. So the thing with manifestation, it triggers the emotion so much. It triggers your fantasies so much. Oh, wow, that would be so nice. That'd be so beautiful. Puts you into a fantasy state. Fantasy's not real, guys. If you want to make what you imagine in your mind real, you're going to have to do something. So I still have some content on my channel about manifestation. It's very practical. Okay. Those will be the only videos about that going forward on this channel. Going forward, this is going to be about combining the universal laws, mentalism, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, causation, and gender with business. Going to help you actually earn some money. And if that doesn't sound like a great time to you, sorry. I was glad to have you here. If you actually do want to change your life, if you actually do want to earn some money, if you actually do want to build a business, this is going to help you out. Do you have anything else to say? I don't know. I feel like there's going to be people in the comments that are just like, oh, he's just bitter because he didn't manifest properly. I'm very fine. I'm very fine. I live a fantastic life. I really do. You know? I live the life that I thought being an artist or a rapper or whatever was going to get me. I've traveled all over the world. I live in a suburban home. I drive a nice car. My girlfriend my wife is 10 out of 10. Celebrities trying to DM her every day. Like a beautiful family. I'm very grateful. Super grateful. But how did I get it? How did I get it? I had to put in work. That's the simplest thing I could tell you. If you want to manifest a new life, a better life, a life where you have some money, some income, some financial independence, a business that's profitable, you're going to have to put in some work. All right, then. I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.